All right, welcome to Free Association, the live stream version on my Video Psychic channel, which has been pretty much dead or dormant for 10 years. A few live streams along the way. The plan is to do a live stream almost every day this week. So tomorrow I'm doing a show with Lenny Time. So instead of doing the live stream, I'm doing that. I might do a live stream afterwards. Depends how much time there is available. He wants to do an hour live and then a debriefing meeting afterwards. So it'll be at least an hour and a half. I would do 2 hours. Once you add those together, and then Lenny likes to talk, so it'll be fun. So that's tomorrow. I don't know what he's calling it. It's just a show that he's preparing for September. So I said, I've known him for years. He comes onto my shows. I go onto his shows. So we stay in touch and we just pop in and out when somebody's available or doing a show or whatever. So and he's using Streamyard. So I thought I'll go back to Streamyard, and if I do that, then it makes sense to post on the Video Psychic channel. For whatever reason, it kind of makes sense just to revive the channel a little bit as well. So we'll see how we go tomorrow. Yeah, and I'll post it if it gives me permission to post it. I'll post it here as well, or I'll link to Lenny's channel from here, and then you can subscribe to Lenny's channel and we'll get him up and running. He's got a few subscribers, but there's no reason why I can't help him out. He's a friend of mine, so we'll do it that way. And yeah, I've got a podcast running on Podbean, which is now at 250. So if you add these two channels together, 355 and 255, you're talking about 600, 700 subscribers all together, but they're in different places, which is the problem. I need 1,000 subscribers to get to monetizing the channel. Sharing the channel with their friends, or mentioning me in dispatches. If you're running a podcast and you want to guest on a podcast, or you want to be a guest on my podcast, let me know what you want to talk about, and if it's compatible with what I do, then I'll have you on to talk. I've got no problem with that. It's all about building relationships at the moment. And yeah, conversations are good. I don't always agree with people, and I'll tell you if I don't agree. You tell me if you don't agree with me, and we'll have a discussion about it. It's nobody takes anything personally, and we part as friends or whatever. Even if we don't agree with each other, we can still be friends. There's no reason why that can't happen. So that's the plan for the moment. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I've got something scheduled in for 5 o'clock my time. It may or may not be 5 o'clock my time when it happens, but that's the time. And I've got a music quiz that I could potentially do, but I don't want to do it on YouTube because it'll get me a copyright strike. So I may do that on Odyssey or Rumble or somewhere like that. But at some point, there will be a music quiz when I work out where I want to do it. I set it up on Rumble, and then I thought, are they going to let me do that? I don't know, but Odyssey probably will. at least for the time being, they don't seem to be as big on copyright strikes as everywhere else. So I might get away with that for a little while on Odyssey. We'll see about it. I've got it set up with 10 tracks. The plan was just to play 5 or 10 seconds of a track and let people work out what the music is. I think at the moment it might be a little bit too difficult for people. I've picked a couple of obscure things, so I'm going to have to take another look and make it a bit more kind of mainstream. So I'm not sure anybody would get the tracks from 5. I wouldn't get the tracks from 5 seconds, so I don't think anybody else is likely to get them. So I'll keep thinking about it, and I'll refine that, and I'll come up with a way of making it popular music rather than my personal taste. So at least there's a fair chance that people will get the answers correct. It's no fun doing a music quiz where the host just picks his favourite tracks and nobody has a clue what he's doing. So I want to at least make it interactive and make it some kind of audience participation. I might just do it on Odyssey, or I might do a recording of the quiz and just let people post in the comments and see if I can get away with it that way. 5 seconds shouldn't get me a copyright strike, but you know with YouTube it is going to do that. So watch out for a link to the Odyssey channel for that, or to Rumble for that. If you're not already signed up to my Rumble channel, look for Free Association Radio Show. That's the place that I put everything. Or look for Joe Rogan RFK Jr. because I posted the podcast that Joe Rogan did, the interview he did with RFK Jr. on there, because it no longer works on Spotify, and I've cancelled my subscription as a result of that. I'm not paying for censorship, so I'll deal with the adverts there when the subscription runs out. I'll deal with the adverts and work out a way to another subscription service that isn't censoring RFK Jr. and switch to that, I think. Anyway, that's enough from me. It's a bit of a ramble, but it was called Monday Afternoon Ramblings, wasn't it? So I'm allowed to ramble when I call the show Ramblings. All right, see you later. I'll see you tomorrow possibly, or definitely Wednesday.